With just 45 days until the presidential election, voting has already started in select states. Both candidates campaigning for those remaining undecided voters. Vice President Harris pushing for another debate today, while former President Trump rallied in North Carolina. And the race is tight in that state. The former president now up by just 0.5%. NewsNation's Libbey Dean is live on the ground with the very latest on his campaign. Libbey?
Kelly, the big news today out of North Carolina from these Trump remarks wasn't necessarily what Trump did say, it was what he didn't say. He didn't acknowledge Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, the gubernatorial candidate here in the state, a Trump-endorsed candidate. But what he did acknowledge was that CNN debate offer.
Oh, what a crowd this is.
Former President Trump back in North Carolina Saturday, quickly addressing if he would face off in another presidential debate with Vice President Harris after she accepted another debate invitation today.
The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started. I've done two. It's too late to do another. I'd love to in many ways, but it's too late. The voting is cast.
Not seen on the campaign trail today with Trump, North Carolina gubernatorial candidate Mark Robinson, the state's current lieutenant governor, facing scandalous reports that he posted lewd and racist comments online years before public office. While Trump avoided the topic Saturday, Robinson released a video denying the reports.
The things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been completely transparent in this race and before.
Trump's endorsement and past kind words for Robinson have pundits questioning if his tainted candidacy will drag down Trump in the vital North Carolina swing state, where Republicans have taken all but 2 presidential elections in the last 60 years. Trump leads Harris by just half a percentage point, according to our latest DDHQ polling. North Carolina voters tell NewsNation the down ballot scandal won't affect how they're voting at the top of the ticket.
Trump still has my vote at the end of the day. And if Trump denounces Mark Robinson, I'm a conservative voter. I think Mark Robinson still have my vote as well.
On the policy front, the former president announced a new plan to end sanctuary cities if reelected.
Today I'm announcing a new plan to end all sanctuary cities in North Carolina and all across our country. As soon as I take office, we will immediately surge federal law enforcement to every city that is failing, which is a lot of them, to turn over criminal aliens.
Now, Kelly, a little over a week ago, Trump took to Truth Social to post that there would be no third debate. But of course, as these questions swirled today, I asked senior advisors about that. They continue to point to that Truth Social post. The proposed date is October 23rd, but you heard Trump himself there. It's not sounding likely, but of course, we'll be keeping an eye on this. Kelly?
Yeah, we certainly will. All right, Libbey Dean in North Carolina. And Libbey, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.